don't know if I belong in here. Everybody in the room don't look like me. They don't come from where I come from. I don't know if I belong here. And I'll never forget. And I'll start talking to Les, and I start naming like, yo, me, Les Brown, this person, #1 in the world. He said, don't you ever say that again. I said, don't say what? He said, you're the best in the world right now. I said, what? He said, you're the best in the world right now. There's nobody as good as you in the world. You're the best right now. The only reason you're not the best right now is because you don't believe you're the best now. And when you walk out this room, I want you to go, I'm the best right now. He said, before you even become #1, start to proclaim it and say it long before it happens. Say, I'm the #1 motivational speaker in the world. And when I was number 20, I started saying, I'm the #1 motivational speaker in the world. And I went to the computer.
The two most important days of your life are the day you're born and the day you discover why. And you know, I just kept trying to figure out what my life was for. My father was born in 1914. My grandfather was a slave. My grandfather was born into slavery. My grandfather was a slave till he was 12. I was 27 years old and I was miserable. A girl dared me to go to this comedy club because she knew I was funny. First time ever in a comedy club. Didn't even know comedy club existed. I won amateur night that night. I won $50 and I went to work and quit my job. My boss, as I put my box on his desk and told him I was leaving to be a comedian, he said, Steve, you're not even funny. Are you kidding me? You've got a family. You put that stuff back on your desk. He said, I'll tell you what, you leave out this door, don't ever come back in here again. None of my family believed me. The only family member I had that thought it was a good idea was my father. Everybody else told me no, laughed at me. And my dad was the only one who believed in me. In your life, everybody has a turn back moment. You have a moment where you can go forward or you can give up. But the thing you have to keep in mind before you give up is that if you give up, the guarantee is it will never happen. That's the guarantee of quitting, that it will never happen, no way under the sun. The only way the possibility remains that it can happen is if you never give up no matter what.
It's not going to be easy. It was hard laying on the floor of the Penobscot building, looking out of the window, daydreaming, saying, Les, can you do this? Can you make this happen? I used to listen to tapes day in and day out about See You at the Top, my great friend Zig, and Dennis Waitley, different other motivational speakers, and Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, and Dexter saying, don't let nobody steal your dream. I used to ask myself, can I do this? And something said within me, you're the one.
And the world said exactly what I said, that Eric Thomas is #1 in the world. I spoke it, the world heard it, and it activated. Your problem is that you don't believe you belong here. Your problem is that you don't think you should be sitting down here. When I believed that my voice was needed in this world, when I believed that I needed to be on the stage, not for myself, but to speak to a group of people who come from where I come from, a working class, who don't know what it's like to make millions and millions of dollars, who don't understand what wealth looks like, that I needed to come in the room with a single parent mother, with a father not in my life, being homeless and a high school dropout. Only somebody who comes from where you come from can tell you you belong. And I had to get my butt on stage because there's some folks that Les Brown can't reach. There's some folks that Tony Robbins can't reach. There's some folks that only I can reach. And so I need to be on the stage with them, doing what I was called to do. Now, those of you still up there because you don't think you belong in that $1 million home.